On
priority with this draft?
Luke play the Paquito.
Okay, and for you, if it's for DEVU?
For Geek fam?
What's your
Oh, for
command?
DEVU.
For DEVU.
Team is banning.
I mean,
One
right
priority
now,
to
it has
rhyme
to
with
be.
this draft.
I think it has to be Martis, man. There's so much there's so much CC. They gotta try to bypass that somehow. If it's not the Martis, maybe something like a Lancelot.
You know what's really good about me being asking questions?
What?
Is not getting to answer them. Let's get to put you on point.
All right, okay. I see what you did to us there, Yasu. I respect it. I respect that game, but okay, if it's not the Paquito,
Are you going to ask me?
no. I'm just gonna say no. I'm not gonna turn it around for you. I'm gonna let you get your win. Luke on a. Because I really just want a pick for Geek Fam that will cause panic. Oh, you take away the Edith.
Wow.
If it's not the Paquito, what if the Benedetta for Luke?
Same thing, right? I mean, for him, he loves the
Oh.
Martis.
Oh, there,
got the
there you
Martis.
go.
You got
There
it.
you called
There
it.
you go.
But yeah, again, for me, looking at Luke, it has to just be a bit more of that
next conquest.
setter type of hero.
Yeah.
Now that you're seeing the Martis, though, you might actually go for that route, going for the Paquito, going for the Benedetta, heroes that can just deal damage, but they can also opt to deal, well, to get some CC out with Petrify and Bene, Knockout Strike on Paquito.
Exactly. I was just about to say, having Benedetta with a Minotaur, that's just perfect for me.
Yeah. Okay. Akai Paquito, Akai Benedetta. Oh no, it's a Khalid.
Khalid,
Setter.
okay.
All right.
You are one
Oh,
way
center
off.
and the damage, right?
Hey,
All right.
Fredrin, I got
Look
it.
at the Fredrin. All right.
A bit
There
late,
you go.
but got it.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense with the picks.
Oh, look at that win rate, though.
Wow.
29% on that Fredrin.
Yeah. He's falling out of favor.
Whoa. I think the only times I saw him win was with Blacklist International, if not mistaken.
Yes, in the hands of Sensui, if I'm not mistaken.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. And I believe a game or two in the wild card as well. So at this point, it's been a long time since then. So last pick, they just need their EXP laner themselves. Are they gonna match? Oh, actually, weirdly enough, I'd like the Paquito for this vote.
I want to see
To
crowd
punish the
control
entry?
hero. One more crowd control actually can benefit Corby so badly.
It's crowd control.
Welcome
Oh,
to
that's
the
new.
Oh.
Dyro. Oh, so they went for damage.
This
Okay.
this is a scary early game comp, man. Remember, if they get a snowball going, Geek Fam might not be able to get to that late game. It's a Dyroth, Martis, and an Angela.
What I hate about the Deroth
Yikes.
here is that whenever he initiates, whenever he's in, there's no way out. It's fully commitment to the team fight.
That's
and I
where the
don't-
hard guard comes in.
But still, you have Minotaur in front of you. You cannot risk it.
Ah, it's gonna be tough. Weirdly enough here, I feel like it's the same draft story as game number 1 as we look at it.
Yeah.
Deus Vult can end this quickly. They might control. While Geek Fam, if it goes out of their hands, they might actually be able to stretch it into the late game. Look at the late game potential, much higher compared to Deus Vult. But weirdly enough, the early to mid game potential here of Geek Fam just edges out Deus Vult. But let's see what the story will be.
Deus Vult have been able to force a third game in this series. Now it's all in for both these teams. Knockout stage glory awaits them. Ladies and gentlemen, into the land of Dawn we go for game number 3.
There is no way to go back from here. No way to go back whatsoever from here. We can know right now that the odds are not in the favor of someone or like a certain team. Both of them are now having this moment, having this momentum, and now it's now, actually, or never, because this is the last game for Team Geek.
Now or never, all in. This will either be a moment you'll remember as a dream or as a nightmare. Whoa. Early trade, Sunset Lover is feeling it from this Lillian Minotaur. So this is the... I think this is where the stat of the early to mid-game potential of Geek Fam is coming from. The fact that their mid-lane wave clear is so strong.
Well, I do like something. Team Geek Fam, they do have early game clearance and they do have early game burst damage with the Lilia, and in the terms when it comes to the late game, you still have your Claude with the Blazing Duet. So far I think so good.
Okay, both taking it easier right now. Tank emblem set actually for the Deeroth. The Rupture is where he's getting his damage and going for the Festival of Blood, while classic Khalid at this point where he's just full on damage still with the Assassin emblem.
It's more of a utility Dairoth, huh? I think he just wants to utilize the second skill as much as possible to shred that defense so that Carvey and even Magister can deal a bit more damage in these team fights. Once they get a single burst down, remember, on Amartys, you can slowly take everyone out.
Do you think that at some moment, Team Deus Vult realized that they took the 1-1 a little bit earlier? Maybe they could have changed their minds and took a carry?
Oh, well, I'm not going to knock them for that 1-1 pickup because that first phase just looked really good for them. The Valentina, Angela, sure, but then the fact that they already showed their hand just meant that they committed to it. I can respect that.
All right.
We know how strong the 1-1 is right now.
I love the 1-1 here.
Yeah. See? Be able to get this. It's a quick reset, so Geek Fam now have a chance, and they're actually going to be the one to initiate it somewhat. Deus Vult, let's see if they can get a little bit of control again. The ultimate of the Minotaur is on the Valentina.
Oh, Beloyski has brought Hit Bomba all the way to the back right now with the Minions Fury. Oh, he predicts that! Raging Sandstorm, another knock-up of First Blood. Now, going to be able to get taken out, but Magister is looking for the re-engage, has the Decimate reset already. Luke in the back, looking for Sunset Lover, one more hit. He slashes him down. It's 2-1. Magister unable to utilize the reset on that ultimate.
I was about to say things are calm in the land of Dawn and especially in the bot lane, but I didn't get to say it and things went down.
Yeah. What a way to start off the game number 3, huh? A big wombo combo out of nowhere coming in from Beloyski. Flicker into the knockup.
What a set.
With a Minoan Fury to help follow up.
Crazy.
Help follow up coming in from Luke with a Raging Sandstorm. So that's what Deus Vult needs to watch out for here. And again, now we're understanding where that early to mid-game potential rating from Geek Fam is coming from. Their ultimate dependent composition, their fast wave clear in the mid.
Yeah, the Demon Hunter Sword is just looking at Marky, and Marky is looking at this Demon Hunter Sword. It's so near than you can imagine. 3 minutes into the game, and the core items for both gold laners is about to be collected right now. Magister actually taking that kill. Did he take both? No, he just took one. Oh, his team only got 1 kill.
Yep.
So Magister was about to take a second kill on Niall, if I'm not mistaken, right? He was so near, but Niall used the second skill. Am I wrong?
Yeah, he was able to dash out.
Yeah.
Good thing, didn't give that up. But if Geek Fam has that potential, as we pointed out earlier, the potential is there also for Deus Vult. If Magister can find a good scenario to chain together all those decimates. So both teams have a lot of things to watch out for from the opposing team in terms of just being able to sweep up fights.
If you're a Valentina, though, would you choose the Minotaur ult or the Black Shoes?
Oh, I'd go for the Minotaur ult.
Same.
Because
Get
I
that
can
set
see
up.
that Valentina has stolen A-Boy's ult, not Beloyski.
Well, it makes sense. For now, it helps you be a little bit safer in terms of being forward, in terms of clearing lane, because you can use the Black Shoes if ever you're put in a dangerous scenario.
Yep.
But later on, we'll see Sunset Lover really aim to pick up the ultimate of the Minotaur more.
It's all about the timing, right?
Yeah.
With no neutral objective, the Black Shoes definitely serves a bit more of... it's more usable, right?
Yeah,
I mean, when you get
exactly.
ganked,
Yeah.
when you get just poked down, but in the neutral objective battles, that's when the Black Shoes, that's why Lilia has actually picked up against the Valentina, because it's not that big of an ultimate that you can utilize to win you neutral objectives.
Yeah, we'll see who will shine right now. I can see that Magister is being bullied away. He's being pushed away, zoned away. You can use the term whatever you want, but look, what's that damage?
There's a lot of damage. He still has the regen, though, and Sawo is already hovering over with a hard guard. Beloy needs to find a good stun. That Sunset Level with Black Shoes. Minions Fury knocking up one member. Beloyski going to be taken down as well, though. It's going to be a trade right now. As Sawo is able to pick up one more. Luke escaping. Sunset Lover, splash of damage. One more hit. Luke survives with one. Sunset Lover with a flicker forward. Finding another. Who's its worth? Wait, Marky gets a turret.
Marky gets a turret. That was the trade.
What's it worth for?
Well, that's why the Geek Fam was lacking the damage, because they as well committed their marksman to going into that fight and joining it. Hence the 3 kills, hence that big win. But Geek Fam, again, they're sticking to their idea from game number 1. Play the macro, take it easy, nice and slow, and then we'll find a way to turn it around. We have to commend, though, Deus Vult's turn in that fight. The discipline that we were asking for, we're seeing more of now.
I like what I'm seeing so far. Both teams are balancing everything in terms of the gold, even the trades. Look at the turrets. I love this game, man. I love this game. And actually, both of these teams so far, ever since the game number 1, and they have been battling it out since minute 1.
Another knock-up. Sunset Lover, if he gets forced back,
Oh.
that's onto the midst of the team. Luckily,
that
Sunset
mid lane
Lover
bad.
was able to just dash out to safety, but good backup instantly. The response from Deus Vult has really changed from game 2 to game 3.
Yeah. If this was a different scenario, Deus Vult might have already lost that mid, but good thing they kept that because they understand that if they lose that mid tower, it's going to be so hard to fight now against Geek Fam, knowing that you have strong split pushers on their side, a lot of strong wave clear, good AoE damage. So that's going to be a key to victory here for Deus Vult in the next 4 or 5 minutes. But that, hey, yeah, forced it out. Okay, so this is what we're talking about on the side of Geek Fam. They have picks here and heroes that can force that panic out of that Angela ult.
Why Sao? Why Sao? You are 10 seconds away from the turtle, but yet that was his choice. That was his choice, not mine. So let's see.
Better to be safe than sorry, right?
Yeah. But still, I think that, yeah, I totally agree with you. If the mid lane turret is open, the vision around the map will be ridiculous for Team Geek Fam.
It's a good trade in right now. Marky actually has a bit of prio. We'll try to utilize it here as the 1-1. Carvey has been forced up to that lane to clear it out. Niall won't even use the retribution here. He's going to try to look for even more across the enemy jungle, trying to invade the jungle of Deus Vult. Magister walking up.
Yeah, I haven't seen Mortis get that zoned without even trying. Have you, Raptor?
I've seen it a couple of times too, but Bomba already has a hard guard on him.
Kid Bomba with a hard guard. He's able to dash forward. Now it's going to be a flicker defensively from the side of Luke. It's 1v4.
Bro.
And Kid Bomba loves those odds. The Abyssum strike and the turnaround.
Bomba!
Going in for more. That's Magister now knocking them up. Oh, it's a boy with the black shoes onto the back, right onto Sunset Lover, but he falls into the Decimate, and Deus Vult pick up a massive win.
Kid Bomba.
Oh.
Big brain, big other things from the young man to actually take that fight and say, I will take it to you. And Sawo says, I got you, boy. What a call there by Deus Vult. 1v4, man.
Wow, speaking of big, we have the big boy Miracle also here on desk. Wow, that's a really big gameplay here. Marky, have he joined that team fight effectively? Yeah, he's 0-0-0.
He's playing the map. He's the guy split pushing right now for Geek Fam. And it's been a while since I've seen that, or maybe I've actually never seen that. That's why I'm so shocked. The Dirov with just a hard guard.
He's using base damage, bro. He's just relying on base damage.
Ooh.
That's what we were talking about. This is what you mentioned, Mirko, the utility of the Dirov. Like, if it's not going to be to shred armor, it's just going to be like, I am here to annoy you.
So, having Kid Bomba, actually, all the games he have been so ineffective, but being on the Dirov, I think he's going to go for a full tanky build, having also the Angela's hard guard. Oh. What the damage, man.
Marky had to use a sprint.
Man, the damage is insane.
What's up with this Dirov?
He's a building tank.
Oh, Sunset Lover.
Sunset Lover going forward, forced to use the black shoes. That's a win for him, man. He gets back to full HP. Marky has to recall, and the Lord has already spawned back in to the Land of Dawn.
They're both so conceptually evenly matched that it's so hard to call it here. Both teams now trying to set up for that Lord. Geek Fam there. There's Vult here. Mirko, do the thing!
Penetration.
Venus Fury from both these teams is going to be Beloyski, who knocks Kid Bomba off, but he's able to get back. Marky now in the midst of it all with the Blazing Duet, dealing some damage. Kid Bomba tries to predict the BMI. That's a Raging Sandstorm, but Kid Bomba dodges away from it. He gets taken down by a boy with those glooms. In the end, it's XP for XP. Sunset Lover with a splash of damage onto Marky, now with the BMI. Looking to reposition onto the Lord.
It looks good right now.
The vision is still there. The vision is still there. They can go contest it. They can go.
Deus Vult knows, but it looks good, really good right now for Geek Fam. But here comes Magister.
Marky in the front, getting some poke in onto Carvey. No BMI, that's some info right now. More than a coil onto a boy. He makes it out though with the black shoes. Now it's Magister who's caught in a tough spot. Marky dealing damage, Sunset Lover with the black shoes. So able to sustain right now with the Racing Duet from Black Hay. That's the Razor's grab. One more hit. Carvey finds all the weakness points, but he's not able to get it just in time. He kills him first. Beloyski with a knockup. That's a Raging Sandstorm. Carvey slashed in the Land of Dawn, taken out. Geek Fam once again with a prolonged fight victory.
What was that team fight? 1 minute and a half. Team fighting.
Wow. Trade after trade. These two teams do not want to give up. They know what this means to them. Security for knockout, security for M5, and the utility Again, conceptually, they are so evenly matched. And these two teams are putting on a show by showing that. But Geek Fam are rushing the Lord.
They're blitzing it without their jungler, and they've done it. They've snuck it under the raw Deus Vult. Or maybe they knew, but they just didn't want to contest.
That's what happens when Marky signs into the conversation. He came in with the blazing duets, dealing a lot of damage, and now even taking the Lord in a blink of an eye. He's treating that Lord even. It looks like he was a Lunox at some point.
Yeah.
Boomba, boomba.
Is he gonna? Oh, all right. He's teasing.
I thought, yeah.
I thought so too. It really looked
Bada boom,
like
boom,
it.
boom.
But Geek Fam had a question. How are we gonna get this Lord? And Marky coming in with the solution. It's like, dude, let's just take it down. It's okay. And with the great positioning coming in from Geek Fam, they now can utilize this. How well can their macro translate into this? A push, the first big one, with the first big Lord.
Wow. There's no big difference in terms of the goals so far.
Right.
Team Geek Fam are so close to Team Deus Vult. It's just the momentum, man. It's just the momentum. Team Deus Vult, if they crash into this momentum, if Team Geek Fam got under their skin, they might just fall down. But let's look up there. It's the first. Is it the first? It's the first Lord in the game, and it might be an end game if Team Geek Fam went and fully committed to it.
And game might be a bit too far. They still have to push through mid here. Okay, Bomba.
Ooh, flickers out. Wow, that was a tough flicker, to be honest. That
Yeah.
wall is pretty thick.
Yeah, that's a thick wall. That's like finding a needle in a haystack,
Yeah.
what he did there. If that was
That was
me,
impressive.
Yeah, that was incredibly
I would've hit the
impressive.
wall.
Same, dude. I bet Yasu wouldn't have hit it at all.
6,000 6,000 points.
6,000?
Actually, there's a trick to do this flicker, and I know how to do it with Lolita.
yeah, see?
6,000?
6,000, bro. It's gonna be fine.
So, looking here at the bot lane, I think that Marky, as you said, is just taking turret after turret, split pushing, and doing the pushing duty for Team Geek Fam. Increasing that gold doesn't actually matter to me at this point, because I think it's all about the macro skills right now. We have seen almost 10k difference, if I'm not mistaken, the last game, and yet Team Deus Vult managed to find their way through and come back. Damage received is so high for Kid Bomba, but what I also want to point out is that his physical penetration is so annoying for Team Geek.
Yeah, it's not every day that you get to see a Dairoth taking the most damage.
Dude, man, D-Roth and EECA is just built diff right now. There's just something up with how they train their Dairoth players. The build, the emblem, everything. That Angela?
The Angela exactly took 4k damage since the beginning of the game. Literally untouched.
Yep, it's all just... I feel like, yeah, that's why. All the damage that should have been on Sour right now is actually on Kid Bomba.
And Bomba's still just full tanking. He doesn't care, man. He doesn't even... Usually we would see a Fury Hammer. That's what Boots would do, right? He would go for the same utility build, but he would go for just one damage item. Fury Hammer, it grants you enough base stats for your physical penetration and just a bit of physical damage as well.
That's a really good concept. You don't need to go for the Fury Hammer because you went with Rupture and Festival of Blood anyway, and you have the Angela with you. Big brain by Kid Bomba, but now with this second Lord of Geek Fam.
Big Brain Bomba?
Big Brain Bomba, yeah. Let's see. If Geek Fam, how will they find the opening here? Because it looks good right now. It might be a sandwich play by them. They have the mid control. Deus Vult needs to do something about that.
Look at the Khalid. He's looking for perhaps an assassination here.
Yeah, he might.
To the Angela. Kid Bomba, if he doesn't get the help of the hard guard here, he's going to be melted down just in time. And Kid Bomba's 1 HP. He barely gets out there. Beloyski now posturing up. Marky walking up now, getting splashed by a big splash of damage there. He's going to be taken to a quarter of his HP. The mid lane still pushing, though. The forced errors are still utilized by Geek Fam. Perfect execution of this Lord Dance.
He knows his limits. That's all I have to say. Deus Vult, especially Kid Bomba, he knows his limits. And Sao not triggering that hard guard was genius.
Yeah, he had to hold on.
It was G.
It was G. But G.
Wait, we have kid and a boy, right?
Yeah.
So there is a kid here and there is a boy here.
Where's the man?
Where's the... Oh, one of them. One of them has to decide to be the man for their team. As Geek Fam didn't forget their basics. Minions. That's what they did. And now they have this Lord threatening a push into the base of Deus Vult. Up to a Malefic Roar is Carvey.
Whoa. Beloyski, that was so far up. into the base turret. They've gone 2 base turrets this time around, and they're actually playing it a bit more disciplined than they did in game number 2.
Oh,
They're gonna go for it. Sunset Lover forced to use the black shoes. The blazing duet's gonna be used up right now, but Marky jumps back with the BMI. Minions Fury opening it up, knocking Kid Bomba and Carvey, but they're still able to defend for now. Sunset Lover dashing front and actually zoning Geek Fam. Geek Fam will now understand, hey, this is deja vu to game number 2. Let's back away real quick.
Yeah, I love the spark we saw there. Did you see that Mortis just threatening Marky to go out of the base?
Yeah.
Get out.
Exactly. The moment Marky saw that, Marta's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm out.
And Geek Fam really have learned from their mistakes. They don't want deja vu against Deus Vu. They just want to make sure they end this game.
Deja vu, DEVU.
Yeah. You have to cheat that a little bit. You got to go kind of fancy with the pronunciation where you silently end there.
I like it, man. That's very geeky of you, man.
Yeah.
Get it?
I like it.
Boy, yeah.
We learned a bit from the shadow analyst. I wonder where he is.
I saw him in the back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you should tell Leo. He's been
He's
dying
always-
for an autograph.
He's always in the back because he's a shadow, you know what I mean?
Ah, I see that.
Sometimes he just howls for some reason. I don't know.
I wonder. Something like that?
Yeah.
But I thought it was the sun.
Was that the shadow? No
Oh.
one knows.
I thought it was you. It was not you.
No,
that was
no.
a
Was it?
Wow.
I don't know. I constantly hear a lot of things I can't explain in my head. See Halberd, actually. Built up here by Marky. And that Deeroth, yep, still full
That looks to
utility.
me at this bush.
Bomba, Abyssum Strike now. Minions Fury knocking him up though. Magister still able to escape. He gets a good decimate to take him out, and that's going to be a combo. Kid Bomba shredded down, still able to survive.
Ooh.
The Bomba plays from Kid Bomba.
What? Seriously, Kid Bomba, you gotta teach us some things, man. What are you on right now? And Deus Vult, despite them having their backs against the wall, I like that they're taking risks. That was very risky what they did there, but it led to them being able to get a kill onto Beloyski and just a little bit more confidence to move outside of their base, which they need right now as the Lord spawns in 3.
2, 1. Well, I don't know if it's safe to say or not, but this is the most enjoyable game I've been casting so far.
See?
It's so intense.
Oh, Kid Bomba gets shredded down. Carvey gets the hard guard here, and that's going to be Nile, who gets shredded down. The Lord is dealing damage onto Bomba, but with Carvey zoning the rest of the team, that should be okay. Bomba recalls a boy, and Nile has been taken out. How can they steal this? There's no retreat to be seen. Maybe Beloy can look for a miracle play with Marky.
Unless
Minions Fury coming down. They will decide to give it over. Magister secures it for Deus Vult.
what a call there by Deus Vult. Sunset Lover coming in the clutch. He had the ultimate of the Minotaur and used it to send Geek Fam back, and now it's the Geeks with their backs against the wall, back and forth. The turning of tables, the themes of this series continue on, and Deus Vult, they have their eyes set on the goal. Control for game 3.
That was a straight push, man. They didn't care about any of the side lanes.
That's also friendly fire here. We see that Sunset Lover, whenever he steals that Minotaur, and I would totally agree with you when you said that if it's up to your Reptar, you would have chosen the Beloyski ult in a blink of an eye. I would totally agree with you. Let's look here at the top lane. The Lord is still intact. They haven't been touched yet. Magister is setting up stuff, and on the opposite side of the map, Sao is looking here. Who's gonna give it to? The Kid Bomba?
Oh my god. Marky stepping forward there. Very, very scary. For Deus Vult, it's all according to plan. Kid Bomba with a zone into the front. The Lord taking a half HP now should be cleared out. And that should be all that Deus Vult can look for in terms of base turret. They can certainly just rotate down below to pick up the final tier 2 turret that Geek Fam has. But what that means is we're basically back to equal. It's one base turret from each of the teams, maybe even more. Deus Vult looking for the engage here, diving in the base turret, no problem. Beloyski would have been his fury, but Sunset Lover finds the same thing now with Wind Truncheon as well. That's Marky with the blazing duet. Magic going to be baited in all the way, buys the immortality in time. Does he buy the winner? Wow! Super fast hands, but the Raging Sandstorm cuts him down. To shut down Nile. Taunting Kid Bomba up, forcing a flicker, dashing forward, praise his trap, dealing damage as Marky guns him down. Marky with the BMI. Looking for another opening as Luke follows it up through as well. 2 for 1, but Geek Fam loses their last base turret in the bottom lane.
I was saying please, 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 and I was actually begging for this game to not finish yet.
Yes.
I want to watch more and more.
15
more.
minutes.
50 minutes, I wouldn't mind, man. I would not mind. These two teams are putting on an absolute show. The timings, the buying and sellings of tradings of Winter Truncheons. Actually, Baloyski had one built on him. When that sequence started, if I'm not mistaken, he just wasn't able to press it in time. I believe the play for Baloyski was that he wanted to bait out some abilities, pop the Winter Truncheon, but no, Geek Fam, they're pushing forward. Look at them. They want to try, hoping for something, but I think it's just so that the minion waves are towards the side of Deus Vult, so it's a little bit better for them to go for the Lord.
Well, I gotta tell you, Magister, when he came out of this base, he looked so insane. He looked so fast, and he's willing to take the risk. Team Deus Vult now, it's the same game, and I think the whole map is kind of empty right now. One turret left in the whole map. Everything is wide open. Everything is quite equal.
Yep.
Team Deus Vult can go for the risk, and it's not actually a risk. It's an equal competition. Geek Fam, Deus Vult, who's gonna win?
There's a Winter Truncheon on the Fredrin, on the Minotaur. The frontliners for Geek Fam. Deus Vult have sent back Geek Fam right now. Slow and steady.
3 waves.
Khalid is looking for an assassination.
3 waves coming down onto the base. Deus Vult need to respond to it, and they do. They send some of their members, but this might just give Geek Fam the opportunity to go for the Lord. Look at the Khalid already threatening a push, a segue play in the bottom lane if Deus Vult do not respond.
Geek Fam can continue playing the map here. Luke, at some point, though, he'll need to give that up. That idea of split push and attempt up. He needs to try and gank. Go with Marky to the back. Try to find a sandwich.
Bomba jumps in, Minus Fury coming down, but that's going to be the blazing duet canceled out. Marky gets out. A boy dealing damage from the back. That's a Winter Truncheon from both the players right now. Is that still going to be the crossbow tank ready? Marky, Leon pushing in the mid lane. Luke goes in onto Magister right now. Is that going to be a full-on engage from the side of Boy? But it's still going to be Carvey, who reaches the wave in time. 3 for 1. Now marching forward. Carvey now brings it down. One more hit. And Luke finds it. It's a shutdown and a win for Geek Fam.
Once a geek, always a fam. Now they get their moment. Now they get their moment.
Whoa!
What a cold moment, Geek Fam are
from
sending Deus Vult back.
It went from cold to hot real quick. You can see the taunts live on stage. It's getting heated in M5, and it's only just the beginning.